I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one, but I don't care. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl, dude. Maybe it's time to return violence with violence. I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna be violent towards anyone. You know, that men war like violently together, like physically, like men tend to like war physically, violently together. But, you know, I'm just a loving woman in this world who's endured a lot of bullshit from sea cow witches. Just sea cow fucking witches. And I don't like them at all. At all. I don't like them. And they do weird shit and they do shady shit. And they fuck with your life. They fuck with your men. They fuck with your relationships. Right? They flaunt their huge tits and they just hypnotize men and do all kinds of crazy shit because they are violent predators for women. Little Mermaid was a true story. Are you dating an Ursula? Are you dating a Little Mermaid? Make sure you know you're dating an Ariel and not a fucking Ursula. Because Ursulas have been ruling the joint for so long, and they're so gluttonous and violent and sexual and hypnotizing and manipulative that they have stolen the culture. They're trying to kill off the Ariels. And I know that and I don't get that mad about it, but I'm like, maybe I try to be, I don't know, do I try? Like, I don't try to do anything. I'm just like the bigger man. But then sometimes I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's just time to return violence with violence verbally because women are verbal. I'm not going to actually do anything. Men are very physical. Maybe it's time to return violence with violence. You vile, rabid dog of a bitch. You absolute fucking sea cow. I don't know. Does it matter? They're the Walking Dead. I don't know if it matters, but there might be like some kind of benefit to like rile them up because then they'll be like, oh, I'm going to be like bigger and crazier. They're already the Walking Dead. They're dead. They're like dead bitches walking. So I don't know. It's like being the bigger man, bigger woman. I don't know, dude. Maybe just return violence with violence. Like, I don't fucking like you. I've never liked you. I don't like anything about you. I don't like anything you say. I don't like anyone who thinks you're cool. I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you act. I don't fucking like you. Like, violent language, Like, you sea cow, utter bitch. I don't fucking like you at all. Never have. Never like disliked because it doesn't matter. Whether I like you or I don't like you, we win. And I'm not trying to, this is like the weirdest thing about talking to the Walking Dead is they're already dead. But there might be, I don't know. There might be some kind of benefit in calling a fucking spade a spade, you Walking Dead, cryptid, mermaid, creepy ass cow, sea cow bitch. Maybe there is something to it. I don't fucking like you. I don't fuck with you. I don't like anything about you. These other women, they're out there. These other women, I don't know. Maybe make reality more real. We keep being the bigger person. I'm a chick, right? I'm a girl. I'm just a girl, right? I'm just a girl in the world trying to make it more transparent to how fucked up it is. Maybe it's time to return violence with violence. Every woman like me knows that there are violent ass fucking sea cow whores that come around your entire life to fuck you up, to fuck your shit up, to fuck everything you love up. Every woman like me knows. And we give it to God, so we're like, whatever. But I don't know, is like, will there come a time where God's like, hey, start a civil war, right? Start like a cultural war. There's all kinds of cultural wars. How about a cultural war for women who are absolutely nothing like me, hate everything about you, hate everything you bring to the table, hate your entire attitude, hate your entire outlook, hate the shit you do, I hate the shit you say, I don't like anything about you, and I mean, I'm not mad about it, but they fuck everything good up. There are women out there who screw up everything good. They are violent, predatory, sea cow, mermaid, oceanic creatures. You know, I did some research on that entity that attacked me. It's all the same shit. You're a witch, you're a creepy sea cow, it's a mermaid, it's some old siren ass bitch, this perpetual child. It's the opposite of the mother. And they're out there and they try to pretend like they're the good ones. And they're fucking not. And you know, their following is actually pretty bottom feeding and ugly people. I mean, ugly ass fucking dumb people. Their harvest is pretty cheap. It's a cheap harvest. It's a cheap harvest. No one's mad about it. Your harvest is very cheap, but they still exist. And I'm not going to do anything, me personally, I'm not going to do anything about that, but I don't fucking like you. I don't like anything about you. I don't like the shit you say. I don't like the shit you do. They're extremely manipulative. They lift a leg and pee on you every time they see you because they have an overinflated sense of superiority. Not mad about it, but it's annoying and I don't fuck with you. I don't want to be around you anymore. But they still exist in the world, you know? Like, I don't know what to do about that. God knows what to do about that, but they still exist in the world. So I become verbally violent because what do I have to lose? The victory is for women like me. Mystery Babylon, Ishtar women, Ishtar whores. That's the culture that dies. The Bible delivers us from Mystery Babylon. That's Ishtar women. That's the inverted female. That's the whore of Babylon. We are redeemed. And there's a lot of biblical teachings that would tell you to, like, yeah, don't throw pearls before swine and yada yada yada. But I mean, we're so late in the hour. I'm like, dude, what if we just like return violence with violence? Be like, bitch, I don't like you. When they do something shady, I don't like you. I don't fuck with you. I like nothing about you. I don't know. It feels good. It feels better. And like, also, I'm just a girl. I'm so annoyed with people who are like criticizing me. Like, I'm literally just a girl by myself. Criticizing me, I'm just a girl by myself. By myself. With God. And also, I can't lose. I'm always trying to figure out the perfect thing to do. Not to make God happy. God's going to be happy with me no matter what. He's going to correct me no matter what. He's going to correct me and be happy. Like, God has his hand on my life. If I fuck around and find out, I'm going to find out. Maybe it's time to return violence with violence. Seek out Ishtar, whores of Babylon. Don't fucking like you. Don't like anything about you. And they're the Walking Dead, so it's not even for them. I don't know. Is there anyone left to like sway here or there? Obviously, because we're still here. Maybe it's time to return violence with violence and just start saying it for what it is. People are too nice because they're like, oh, I'm just like a meek woman. The covert narcissist, like, oh, I'm just a meek little woman. They're manipulative, fucking violent bitches. And I'm not mad about it because I don't really give a shit. But it's true and it's out there and it's real and it's happening. And I don't think God wants you to be in a relationship with an unevenly yoked woman. If you're a good guy, I don't think God wants you to stay in a relationship with a woman. I don't know. I can't speak for God. Dude, I don't know that he wants you to be in an unevenly yoked relationship with a woman who is a manipulative fucking cunt. Just drains the life out of you constantly, just complains constantly, just attacks everything she hates. That's a sea cow mermaid. Look up old mermaids in the Bible. They are really ugly, scary looking bitches. And they're walking around wearing human skin. Little Mermaid was a true story. Little Mermaid was a true story. Ursula's running around wearing the skin of Ariel. And people are falling for it, and they're too nice. And the reason why you're too nice is because you don't have the filter of what it means to be a violent, manipulative cunt like they are. That's why you can't see it, because you're not a violent, manipulative cunt. But other women, like myself, we see it because they are violent and manipulative towards men. We see it. Maybe it's time to start like a civil war on women. Fucking sea cow, mermaid, cunt, Ursula ass, covert narcissist bitches, demon spawn. Maybe it's time to start a war on that, like start a civil war on that front. Because I don't know, this whole being a bigger person thing, it's kind of crusty and rusty. I just want to call a spade a spade. I don't fucking like you. I don't throw pearls before swine. Maybe you're a rabid dog. You're a rabid dog, or maybe you are a cow with your giant sea cow udders. I don't know. Just fuck around and find out, because I don't know, being the bigger person, I don't know. That's what Jesus was for, you know? Like that was what the covenant of Jesus was for. Baby, we are expecting Apollyon. We're expecting Apollyon, the wrath of God. Maybe that stuff is expiring now. We're expecting Apollyon, the wrath of God. Return violence with violence. I'm going to do it verbally. And don't do it physically. That's kind of silly. I don't know, unless you have to defend yourself. But yeah, there's definitely a silent war on women, because at the end of the Bible, we're delivered from Mystery Babylon. People are examining who and what Mystery Babylon is. It's whores, shitty women, pornography, lust, over sexualization, manipulation, envy. They're so envious of women like me. Greed. They're obsessed with money. Dude, it's a female thing. It's a big ass squid female sitting on the, and it says she's sitting on the backs of the 7 heads, the 7 hills, the 10 horns. There's this big fucking sea cow bitch just like controlling men. And Revelation 17:8 is the beast that throws off the whore, like all at once. Like dudes are like, we don't fuck with you anymore. Like every knee shall bow to Jesus, and every hoe shall know these dudes don't mess with you anymore. They're gonna freak out. They're already freaking out. They're already freaking the frick out right now. They're losing their mind. They're going crazy because their judgment is coming. Freaking out, bitching like a MFer, just absolutely going off the rails. They're freaking out because these women are not God's women. They're Satan's women. They're not good. They're not good people. They're little demon spawns. And they don't have duality. Men have duality. Men can be both good and evil. They flip and flop. Unless they're just reptilian weirdos. That's different. But in the general human population, if a woman expresses herself as being a catastrophic, debutante, frickin' oppressive, over-sexualized hoe, that's who she is eternally. Eternally. That's who she is. And they spend a lot of time, just like in Little Mermaid. That was a true story. They spend a lot of time pretending as if they're Ariel. Little Mermaid was a true story. Ursula put on Ariel's skin, stole her voice. They're loud. They're loud as shit. Aren't these women loud as can be? Shut the fuck up. But they can't because they need to feed, because they need attention. These women require so much attention because they're just a gaping black hole. I mean, astronomically, they're actually the black hole. I think astronomically, they're literally the human embodiment of a black hole. So because they're such a black hole, they need to shop, they need to eat, they need attention, they need a cult following, they need to post on social media constantly because they need attention because they're a black hole. That's the human embodiment of a black hole. There's life and there's death. They're death. Maybe it's time to start a little funny little cultural war with the Whores of Babylon, because Mystery Babylon we're being delivered from right now. So I don't know. Being the bigger person, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But also, like, I don't know, like, fuck around and find out. Turn violence with violence. I don't fucking like you. I don't like anything about you. You're a rabid dog. You're a sea cow. Like, you need so much attention. Like, I don't like anything about you. I don't know. I'm just a girl. Just a girl in this world with other girls who are fucking predatory. I was thinking about this today. Every single boyfriend I've ever had, there's some predatory fucking mermaid, some squid bitch that comes around to try to mess with your relationship because they're extremely violent towards God's women. That's why James Casbolt hates these women. He hates witches because they are so violent. It's like this silent war. They're so violent. I know more than anyone else I think I've encountered. They're so violent to God's women. And their tactics are sneaky, right? Because we require men for survival, and we require love to sustain ourselves. We've been living in a world with these violent, disgusting, cryptid sea cows wearing some type of skin that looks normal, and they viciously, tactfully go after men as a means to keep them away from us. I'm not mad about it, but it's a phenomenon I've endured and encountered my whole life. I'm not mad about it because that's my story. That's my testimony. But it's true. We live in a world with women who are violent fucking sea creatures. They are oppressive women. They complain way too much. They need so much attention. They are not really that nice, but they try to like stay nice because they think they need to. They like, oh, I gotta be nice. They uphold appearances. Dude. Book of Jeremiah says their tongues will rot in their faces. Their eyes are going to rot in their sockets. Their tongues are going to rot in their mouths. God delivers us from these women. I don't know. Maybe it's time to return violence with violence. Fuck them. Fuck them. Who gives a shit? Fuck them. I'm not friends with any of them. But they're out there. Fuck them. Return violence with violence. I don't fucking like you. Sea cow bitch. Try to start shit with me. I don't know. I don't fucking like you at all, you rabid dog. I don't know. Try to fuck around and find out. Provoke that creature a little more to be even more crazy. They're so crazy. But they like try to make you look like the crazy one. It's like at this point, at this stage in the game, it's that's a lost cause. But I mean, we're funny. We have a sense of humor. It just might be fun and funny just to call them out. You deranged sea cow mermaid bitch. They're crazy. They're also the Walking Dead. They are supercomputers. They're AI. They're completely AI. Everything they say is very predictable because they are not human. They are robotic. They walk around collecting data from their atmosphere as a means to maintain supremacy. They're not human anymore. They're changing. Can easily be provoked. A loss of control. They're very controlling. Very controlling. Sorry to say, you guys, leave room in your heart to change your mind about anything at any time. These times are very grim. They're very dark. You're going to see the darkness in people come out. You're already seeing it. It's going to get worse. So prepare room in your heart to accept this reality, because I'm telling you right now, I fully understand the cryptid creatures that I deal with on a day-to-day basis that I don't really mess with, but they're still somehow at a fingertip grip of my reality. And I'm just like, dude, their tongues are gonna rot in their faces, their eyes are gonna rot in their sockets. They try to provoke you, but we are not on the same level at all. They are already the walking dead. And I think, like, being the bigger person, you're like, well, they're the walking dead, so why would I even like engage? But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's time to provoke violence with violence. Be like, I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. I don't like anything about you. I don't know. Just mess around and find out. Like, we could do that too, because Apollyon is on his way. Apollyon. The covenant with Jesus is ending. The covenant with Jesus is like, we're supposed to be holier than thou and just so nice to people, but that covenant is ending. We're on this sort of fine line where like Apollyon is coming, and that is extreme war and violence. Not on us, obviously, but I don't know. Just food for thought. All right, that's Sidebar people. I guess love you so much. I guess if you're not a sea cow, and I'll talk to you again really soon.